The Meddlesome Meeples present the Quest Report with Matt and Richard.
I did find it funny when we played it the second time, and that's not normal for a game like this. Normally it would be the first time that you find it the funniest, but I think I found it a little bit frustrating the first time we played it because I had a lot of cards that I couldn't use, and I wasn't actually able to make a monster. But I think because we'd shuffled the cards better the second time, and also we'd put in the action cards, because it's very much intended, I think, for like at a party kind of thing, to be played by people that maybe don't normally play games.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Because the rulebook's almost like apologetic about having to teach you a few rules about it, and at a certain point it will say, now just stop and just have a game and just learn it by playing, which obviously is a very good way of doing it, but you play it without some of the other rules, and then after you've played your first game it tells you what the rest of the rules are, you get the action cards, stuff like that, and then it was a lot more interesting. And I loved making the monsters. That was really good. But apart from that, the gameplay isn't amazing, and I didn't really care who was winning or which army got defeated. It's just fun to turn over the baby army cards and see what babies the monsters are fighting and stuff like that, and just, like I say, to read what your monster is like and just be able to make a cool monster. I mean, you could do it without even playing the game. You could just get a load of these cards and just make your own monsters.
Yeah.
So, although it is kind of cool that they then get to actually do something, even though it's absolutely ridiculous what they do. But as funny games go, I think there are funnier games, but this one for the monster building is quite good. But I think just going through the cards and having a laugh with people would probably be, you'd get enough out of this game doing that.
I have to say that for me, I at times laughed when we played these games. I didn't particularly enjoy it. I mean, as a game, there really isn't much there. It's not something that it's not even, to me, a filler game particularly.
Yeah, it's a bit simple, isn't it?
Yeah, it's maybe something that, as you say, with people who don't usually play games, that you might have a funny half hour with building these monsters. I think some people will definitely not like the idea of fighting baby armies with large numbers of crazily created monsters. I don't think that's going to be everyone's cup of tea.
Though it is a joke.
It is a joke. It's clearly a joke, and as you said, when you're looking at them, most of the time the babies are so not like babies. I mean, this is an airborne baby poop, and it doesn't look remotely like there's a baby on that picture at all.
And that was a dragon baby. That's really cool.
That's the dragon baby, yeah. But then there are other ones where I think, like the rocket with the babies tied to it. Some might find that somewhat offensive.
Yeah.
But I personally felt that, I don't know, there were times, the one card that really made me laugh, I'll be honest, was this card here that is made of meat and pain. And I don't know why, but for some reason, I just saw that and just fell into hysterics.
It's just funny that you brought that out and made a monster out of it. That's funny.
So I've got a Bearodactyl made of meat and pain. I can't remember.
That's pretty good.
But overall, I think this is the kind of game that once you've played it a couple of times or more, that novelty is going to wear off of making those monsters. And I don't think there's enough game there to sustain it after that. I think once that novelty's worn off, you're going to be like, let's just play something else. I mean, you mentioned Rick and Morty. I'd agree that's a better game. I'd also think something like Archer, Once You Go Blackmail, the love letter version of based on the Archer series. That's a better and to me more fun. But that's because I know the show. This isn't a game that I'm particularly proud of owning.
Well, I'm glad you didn't hide it. You have shown everybody.
They have seen my shame, and I must say I do think it's better than Exploding Kittens. There's more game to it than Exploding Kittens.
Right.
But it's still not one I can recommend.
Farewell, Quester. To find out about other productions by the Meddlesome Meeples, then check out our channel or rendezvous with us at meddlesomemeeples.com. Until next time, Quester, farewell and keep thine axe sharp.